Hello, hello. Thank you for joining me today. Okay, welcome everyone. As you're jumping on, please say hi. Let me know how you're doing, what's in your cup, all those kind of things. I'm having water right now. So I'm using one of my favorite measuring water bottles by I think it's Enerbon is how you say this. By the way, if you want this, I do have links for this. And I'm happy to send it to you. I do really love this one, especially because this one has the two color look, which I think is so cool. So yeah. Okay. So for those of you that are new, if you are watching live, there's a little live red button up here. Otherwise, it's on replay. Either way is fine. In fact, be sure to be commenting throughout the video, whether you're watching live or not, because I do drawings for free product. So I do one drawing live and one drawing a week later, and that way both groups of people have a chance to win. Of course, being on live gets you two chances, but all your comments are entries in the drawing, so it's a great way to get some free goodies. And for those of you that are not familiar with me, my name is Jeri Mobley, also known as Shameless Stamper. You can find me at shamelessstamper.com, here on Facebook at Shameless Stamper, also on YouTube at Shameless Stamper. I am on Facebook 3 to 4 times a week with creative inspiration. I'm on every Saturday and Sunday, and some Fridays, and now also on Tuesdays at 2 p.m. Central for all of those days. So Tuesdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Now Tuesdays are short. They're just my Tip Tuesday videos. And then these weekend videos tend to be a little bit longer depending on what it's about. Here at Shameless Stamper, we do cards, scrapbooking, 3D projects, technique videos, craft organizing, you name it, we do it. So come and join us live if you can, because it's super fun. Otherwise, you can, of course, watch replays. And if you'd like to know when things are going to happen, you can get my calendar, which is awesome, my creative inspiration calendar. But also, you can go to my live tab, or rather my events tab. Sorry, that's the wrong one. The events tab is the one you want, and that will tell you all of my upcoming lives, so you can know exactly what kind of inspiration is headed your way. So thank you for joining me today. Welcome to everyone who has jumped on. So good to see you guys all here. Ooh, Mountain Dew. I love Mountain Dew. I haven't had a Mountain Dew in ages, but they are good. I do love them. Oh, Katie had one too. Wow, it's Mountain Dew Day. Thank you so much for sharing the video, Darlene. Sharing my video, liking the video, that really does help me out. It does spread the word about, that I'm here and that people can get inspiration from me. So thank you to all of you who do that. It really, really is helpful to me. Welcome, everyone. Okay, so today we are doing the paper pumpkin for April 2025. And for those of you that have never done paper pumpkin, it's awesome. I love it. I have been doing it since I started this business 7 years ago. Before I even actually started working it as a business, I just did it basically as a discount shopper. I love these kits because they are beautiful as is, but if you're like me and you like to play around and make alternatives, you can do that too. So today, as always, I will be showing you how to put these cards together based on the instructions, and then I will show you alternatives that I have made. Super excited about that. And I actually have some more ideas, but I ran out of time. So I do plan to take some pictures and post those with some more ideas as soon as I'm able. So super fun kit. It's beautiful. I do not know at this point if there's going to be any refills for this kit. I've already had people asking me. I don't know yet, but I'm very excited to find out. And if they do become available, I will try to post that on my Facebook page for you guys, just so you know, because people are loving this kit. It is so beautiful. So one of the things about Paper Pumpkin is it's a subscription box. So there is no guarantee that there will ever be any extras left over, but we do like it when there are, because we can buy refills. Now, the cool thing about the subscription box too is that they get better all the time. So if you like this box, you're going to like the future boxes. They're always amazing. They do more and more beautiful things all the time. So I'm very impressed by them. Every box comes with a stamp set. So let me show you. Hold on. Let me move this. So every box, now this is a beautiful box, by the way. Not all of our boxes are special like this one. Some of them are just our normal, kind of the red box with the polka dots on it, which is still cute, but I do love this box. Isn't it beautiful? Like, it's so gorgeous. Okay, so every box comes with a stamp set, and that is this stamp set that you see here. And so it has, this one is mostly a sentiment set with a couple of little butterflies in it, so I do love my sentiment sets. So this is really beautiful. Also, it comes, every box comes with at least one ink spot. This one has Berry Burst in it. And then you have your actual kit, which is always wrapped in tissue paper. Our normal color is Balmy Blue, but this one is done in the Berry Burst, which is super beautiful. By the way, my nails are Berry Burst too. That worked out nicely, didn't it? I didn't even remember that I was doing this box. I did it for the butterfly class that we did, and it just happens to also have those colors in it. So, and I like to save my tissue paper and reuse it. Raise your hand if you also do that. Okay, so you have your kit that comes like this, and this has everything in it. The only thing you need is like your regular tools, like your scissors or your ink and your, not your ink, you get ink, but your blocks if you want them. You are going to get one free block in your first paper pumpkin kit, which is really nice. And then of course you can use any other blocks you have. Adhesives, sometimes you need those, although they usually have everything you need in the pack. So that's really great because it makes it easy for anyone to do this, even if they don't have a lot of supplies. So I always recommend these to everyone because whether you're a beginner or you're a avid crafter and you have all the things, these are amazing kits. So, all right. So let's get this open here. So these will be going to someone. These are going to be free gifts in my drawing because every time I get my boxes, I always get an extra box. So I'm going to put this one in a sleeve that I made, and we'll also get from back here. So we have our instruction booklet, and right behind that is this little sheet, and that's what you slide in with your stamp set so that you can see. Cut that off so we can see exactly what our stamp set is very clearly. And so I'll just pop that in here, and this will be a free gift for someone in my drawing. Awesome, right? Okay, so we'll save that for later. All right, so we'll get to the instructions in just a second, except for I will show you on the back. It tells you that you're making 9 cards and envelopes. You got all the stuff in there for it. And it gives you the coordinating colors. They also show you the coordinating die set that you can get as a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, which you may have seen on the screen when the video started. This is that die set. It actually coordinates with all 3 boxes for this quarter. And I absolutely love this. I was able to use all of these with my kit, which was so cute. Okay, so that's the instructions. We'll get back to that. And then, so the coordinating colors for this box are Berry Burst, obviously, since that's the color of the ink, Flirty Flamingo, Peach Pie, Pool Party, Fresh Freesia, Highland Heather, and Gorgeous Grape. So I'm just going to grab this card base real quick and just stick it up there. So you guys can see those are all of the coordinating colors for this box. I love it. It's a beautiful color palette. We'll just set that right there so you guys, well, maybe right here so you guys can see it. Absolutely love this color palette. So in this kit, you have the envelopes. Now the envelopes are all the same and they're beautiful. I did cut one open to use on my scrapbook page, which you'll see in a minute, but otherwise I'm probably just going to use these with my cards because they're gorgeous, but it's only this bottom little area. Everything else is white. So I'm probably going to save the rest of these, but I did use one on my scrapbook page. So just want to make you guys aware of what I ended up using. Okay, so then you have your card bases. So there are 3 that look like this one that you already saw. And as you can see, they made this design so perfect for people like me who like to cut this in half and have extras to use for other cards. And what's nice is you can just take this, cut it, and throw it on a white card. I'm going to show you how to do that in a minute. And then you've got extra designer series paper basically that you can use and make more cards. So, so that's the first one. Excuse my throat. And then we have this one here. Now this one only has the gold on one side, not the back, but it's still a beautiful design. So we'll keep one of those. And then you also have this one here that has this kind of open area. You can see it's basically exactly the same design flipped on this card base. And so we're going to need at least one of each of those, and I'll show you that in a minute too. Also, there are mini dimensionals that come in this, so that's great. Always need more dimensionals because, you know, we love those, right? Of course, you have a piece of chipboard in here, which is great for all kinds of 3D projects, and so you can make use of that over and over again for different things. I love those. Okay, and then in here we have all of our other pieces. So I have a little tip for you. When I was opening up my first box, I realized normally I punch these out together. So I have 3 of these together, and I am going to punch out this gold leaf piece all together because some designs I find I have an easier time and it's quicker to punch them out all together. But I will tell you that this other design, I'm going to recommend you punch out by singles because it is really delicate. So I'm going to take this one away and I'm going to do the one. So these little leafy pieces are super delicate. And so I found when I was trying to do them all together, I was struggling. So I'm going to suggest that this particular one you want to do by itself, just one design at a time. So be super careful because these are delicately made. This design is, it's just really tiny. So it has little tiny delicate leaves, and we don't want to tear any of those. The bottom's easy, but just that leafy part. Okay, so once you get all that off, that's what that looks like. So we'll keep one of those. We're also going to use these beautiful gold. The gold in this is gorgeous. So it's kind of got that. Do you guys remember the distressed gold paper we had? It's kind of got that look. I love it. So gorgeous hugs there. And then we have these pieces. Now these are our sentiment pieces. So we need one of each. Since I already have some punched out, I'm going to grab the ones from over here. But basically you have 4 of this one, which is going to have the thinking of you. You have 4 of this one, which is going to be the congratulations. And then you have 2 different slim pieces. One has like a rounded edge on 2 corners. The other one is straight across. So they are different to make sure that you keep those separate. Okay, so we have all of these pieces. Now we're going to go ahead and stamp before we go any further. So I'm going to keep all these together and we're going to just stamp on them real quick. Okay, all right, so hopefully you have your stamps ready to go, or you can of course just watch and do this later. So we're going to start with the thinking of you. I'll do the congratulations, and then you can pick what other 2 small sentiments you want. So there, for the congratulations, there are 2. The you are amazing. I'm sorry, I think there's 3 for that one. Yes. Congratulations, you're amazing. Congratulations on your retirement, or congratulations to the happy couple. And then the thinking of you is basically by itself, but of course you can always add one of the sentiments to the inside. And then hugs has the I'm here for you and sending my love. So those kind of go together. Either one of those kind of goes together. So I love this because it pulls different fonts together. I always love it when you have mixed font sentiments, and this lets you kind of pick and choose what works best for you. So we're going to go, I'm going to use my big ink pad, by the way, but it's still Berry Burst. You could of course use any of the coordinating colors for your inks. So I'm going to go ahead and do the thinking of you. Because of the Snafu with Paper Pumpkin this month, I got 2 kits. It's a good thing. I really like this kit. What kind of snafu did you have, Kathy? Did I miss it? Did you already say that? So I'm going to just stamp this one in the middle of this sentiment piece. There we go. And I'll clean that in a minute. Let's go ahead and do the congratulations. I'm just going to flip-flop these so it's closer to me. Yeah, it is a great snafu, but I'm just curious what the snafu was. Were you signed up for 2 and you didn't mean to be? Is that what happened? Or did you just get 1 for free? Like, because that's an even better snafu, right? Just curious. Did I miss anything else? I've just updated my YouTube page, my video from last night. Oh, that's cool. Hello, everyone that's joined. Okay, so I'm going to add 1 for the congratulations and 1 for the hugs. So let's do, I think, I like the you are amazing. So I'm going to do that one. And I'm trying to remember right now off the top of my head which one it is. Sorry, hold on. Okay, that's the congratulations. So it's the straight across one. So it probably doesn't really matter, but that's how they have it at least. You could change that around, of course. So we're gonna do you are amazing there. And then we will do, let's see, which other one did I want to do? I'm here for you or sending my love. Let's do I'm here for you. I mean, either one would work. It makes a really great like sympathy card or just, you know, I know the struggle is real kind of thing. Because we all have those, right? We all need that kind of support. Okay, so once you've done that, I'm just going to pop these up here. We'll be using those in a second. And we are going to need our ink again, so I'm going to leave that out. I'm just going to push it aside. So I'm going to grab these card bases real quick and move on to the next step for me. Now, if you don't want to do this step, just go ahead and fold your card base and use it as is. We'll get to that step in a second. But I can't stand to waste this gorgeousness on the back of a card. So I'm going to just put the spot where these 2 designs meet in my trough and cut that. And that's going to give me a front and a back that are basically exactly the same. So I'm just going to use 1 for my first card and then I'll have an extra left over. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing here. I'll just put the, fold the score line in my, so here's the back I'll save. We're going to use this one. And then again, one more time with this one. All right. So now that I have those 3 card fronts that I've turned them into, we need card bases for that. So I'm going to grab, I always have card bases ready to go. This is the thick white cardstock. You could, of course, use thin if you want to. You could even cut these down so that they become a smaller card front, like maybe make them 4 by 5 1/4, which you'll see with some of my alternatives, and use colored cardstock if you prefer. So I am going to just fold these 3 card bases real quick. They've already been scored, and we'll burnish them. Hello. Watching the pre-hoopla on the Kentucky Derby. Oh, okay. My aunt's probably doing that today too. She lives in Kentucky and loves the Kentucky Derby, so I'm sure that is what she is doing right now. Okay. So we're just gonna fold these 3. Again, you don't have to do this step if you don't want to. It is your prerogative to just keep the cards as is. So I am going to just pop these on my different card bases real quick. So let me just do that. So I'm just gonna pop these on here, and then that way I will basically be in the same place you'd be if you just folded your cards. Except I have 3 extra pieces to make more cards. That's why I like it. But, you know, that's the benefit of these card kits, is that you can play around with them or you can do them as is. And I think that versatility is awesome. You can see my card base is a little big for this one. So I'm just going to come in here. If that bothers you, you can just, because they, you know, they don't all cut exactly the same always. So I can just trim that little, oops, kind of go off there. That little bit of white off. And then if the back needs to be trimmed, I can do that too. So it's just a sliver off. It's not a lot. If it doesn't bother you, don't worry about it. If it bothers you, you can fix it. You can be like me and be struggling with it though. Okay, there we go. It is a tiny sliver, so sometimes that is a little bit challenging. Okay, got it. All right, so there's my 3 card bases. So on the instructions, if you open them up, you will see this page right here, this first flap that you can see. I'm just going to fold it like this. This first flap tells you what you need for each card base. So this is our first card. This is our second card, and this is our third. Let me move that. This is our third card, okay? So, is it landscape too? Yeah, okay, yeah. So these are the 3 cards, and then it tells you what goes with those. So for instance, this piece here goes with this card. This piece here goes with this card, and the hugs goes with this card. And then you have the rest of the sentiment pieces. So the I'm here for you, or whatever you chose to do on that one, that goes with the hugs. You have the thinking of you, which goes with this one, and then the congratulations with whatever you chose to do with that one goes with this one. Okay? All right, so that's what all the pieces are. Then you're going to open this up completely, and you can see project 1 here, project 2 here, and project 3 here. So I'm going to fold this backwards like this, just so I can see project 1, and we'll start there. So let me move these out of the way. So this is project 1, and we've already done our stamping, so we're ahead of the game. The only thing we haven't stamped yet is our little butterflies. These are so cute, these tiny little butterflies. So we're going to stamp those now. And so basically what you're going to do is, I went ahead and put my things on before I stamped, but you can stamp first if you prefer. In particular, if you have trouble, this is a little tip from me to you about stamping. When you use these sponge pads, now obviously if you're using this little guy, it is a little different because this is a felt pad. But when you use the sponge pads, you just want to barely kiss your stamp to the ink, because if you push, you get ink on the rest of your block, and that ink can transfer to other places on your project. Okay, so now that I've made a mess like that, let me show you the right way again. So does it happen for me sometimes? Yes, it does. I get a little overzealous sometimes, but I try to just basically what I call kiss my pad. I barely tap it, and I do want to make sure I get ink on everything, but I'm just not pushing into the pad. So then I can kind of see where my hugs is going to go. If I want to wait and put the dimensionals on it after, you can. So I'm just going to stamp that one up here. And then this butterfly, it's a little hard. You kind of got to figure out which direction it goes before you ink it up. I'm telling you, do that first so you don't make a mistake. And then we're going to add this little guy in here. Okay, just like that. So there's those 2 stamps. And so now I'm going to take my my hugs, and I am going to, I'm scared I'm going to put my hand in that because, you know, that's so me. So we're going to flip this over, and we're going to add dimensionals to this. I already have mine started, so I'm going to use the one I've already started. So I'm going to put 1 here. Now, they only show using 2.5 for this. So if you don't have a lot of these, I haven't counted. I don't know if you'd run out if you do what I'm about to do. So you don't have to. You can also cut these in half. You can use the bones of this as well, things like that. But I actually put 1 over here because it's fairly thick, and I put 1 down here because that's also fairly thick. Then I cut 2 in half after that. So I actually use 3.5, sorry, what am I saying? I actually add 1, 2, 3. Yeah, they used 3, I used 5 because I added 2 more whole ones. But you could also just cut them. It just gives it a little bit more support. So I'm just going to take one of these and cut it so that I get 2 longwise pieces. You want to cut it corner to corner. If I can get a hold of this. Sorry, I'm using the wrong scissors. I'm not supposed to be using those. I don't know why I grabbed those. Hello, Kathleen. You can't watch me on TV anymore. I don't know why they took away that function. That's so weird. I wonder if it has something to do with, is anybody able to, you could Chromecast it. If you had Chrome, I have Chrome, so I can Chromecast any web page onto my TV, but that might be something worth looking into. I don't think it's terribly expensive, is it, babe? About 30 bucks. My husband says it's about 30 bucks. I couldn't remember. So, and then that way you can cast anything on your computer or your phone up to your TV. So we do that all the time when we're watching things together. That way we don't have to look on each other's phones on that little bitty screen. But, that's an option I think that you could do. Okay. I don't know what service you're using that's preventing you from doing that with Facebook anymore. I don't know if it's a Facebook thing or what. I have no idea. So I apologize. I can't help you further with that. Okay, so once you get all those little guys on there, we're going to take the Hugs and pop him on here. Just like this. Okay, and then I'm going to flip over my little extra sentiment piece. And I'm going to put dimensionals on the very end. One here. And one over here. And I try to get it all the way over to the end so that it doesn't get in the way of my letters here, because we're going to overlap it. So this is going to go, stuck to me. Okay, so this is going to go right here. Hugs, I'm here for you. Isn't that cute? So cute. Now, you could, of course, do your butterflies in other colors if you want to. You know, whatever you want to do. I also, you'll see this in some of my, my alternates. I did use the beautiful brass butterflies. They actually go really nicely with this particular gold. So I use the brass butterflies on several of my cards. So that's another option as well. And of course, any other, you know, embellishment that you want to use that you think goes with this, style. So you can use a whole lot of different things. So there's the first card. So pretty. I love these cards. If you get on YouTube, oh, so I am uploading all of my videos on YouTube. They just aren't live on YouTube. So after this is over, I will download it and then re-upload it onto YouTube. So give me about 30 minutes and it should be up on YouTube. And then you could watch it there. You just won't be able to talk with us live. So that's kind of the downer of it. So if you want to be able to chat with us live, this is the best place to be. But if you want to watch it later on your TV, like, you know, so that you can see it better while you're maybe crafting, that might be an option. Okay, so let's see. Did I miss any questions so far? I don't think I did. If I did, throw them up there again because I missed stuff. Hey, Ann. Hey, Martha. I miss stuff sometimes. Huge favor to ask. My friend Tracy has to have a radical double mastectomy tomorrow. Prayers and good mojo, please. Kathleen, absolutely. You guys, we have a lot of prayer warriors on here that love to pray for each other. If anybody is willing to pray for Kathleen's friend who is having a radical double mastectomy tomorrow, that would be May 4th of 2025. Please pray for her. Thank you. And her name is Tracy. Okay. I have no problem sharing that for sure. Prayers are important. Okay, so we're going to do number 2 now. So number 2, we have, of course, already done the stamping for the sentiment. I really, really prefer to attach this before I stamp the butterflies on this one. I know it shows you stamping the butterflies first, but I mean, you can, if you guys want to. If it makes you nervous to not do that, you're certainly welcome to. I am going to, I don't know. I put mine on. I put mine on first. Okay. So it does show putting this on with dimensionals, or you could have it lay flat. It's up to you. So they have dimensionals down here, and then up here in 4 places in the middle of each one of the flowers, and then in this kind of larger spot here. So you could do that, or you could do this flat and do these raised, or you could do the whole thing flat. It's completely up to you how you choose to do it. All right, so let's go ahead and add our dimensionals. We're going to do it the way they suggest. So we're going to put 1, 2, let's go ahead and put this one over here, 3, and 4 on the bottom. And then we've got 4 up here. Now, I have to tell you, these little spots are not particularly big enough for this guy. So it fits on that one. I recommend cutting these in half for up here because honestly, those spots are pretty small. I mean, you'd have to be like spot on to get it perfect. You're probably gonna see them. So I prefer to cut these in half and then just kind of put it along the longest part. And in this case, since I already put one up here, I'm just gonna cut this one in half and just use half of it. Because it really is pretty tight. Eek. I don't want to see any white showing through. So it's just my opinion. You guys can do what you want. Of course, always. Don't have to listen to me. What do I know? Okay. So I'm just going to add this to my card base after I get all these backings off. Gotcha. Okay, so we're going to put this at the base of my card, all the way to the bottom. Try to get it lined up before I push down. Oops, that one came off. Oh, you know what? It's too late. It's fine. It'll be fine. It's the middle one. It'll be okay. All right, so that is on. Then we're going to take this piece and we're going to add some dimensionals to it. Because it's in this area, it's going to kind of push down in this area, and that's okay. So we're just going to add some dimensionals to this. I will tell you right now that if you have larger dimensionals, like our regular size, they work really well on this particular sentiment. But you can just use your little ones that came with the kit if you don't have big ones. I kind of like these just because they have a little bit more surface area for this particular sentiment. So we're going to add this thinking of you down here in this corner, basically. Okay, and then this is the moment where you decide, do I want to use those metal butterflies or do I want to just stamp on here? Because, oh my gosh, they'd be so cute, right? So you'll see it in some of my alternatives, but here you go. See, I mean, oh my gosh, it looks so cute. So you could totally do that, but let's go ahead and do it the way that they have it designed because these don't come with. So if you don't have those already, you won't be able to do it. So let me show you. So we're going to take our double butterfly here and we're just going to pop that up here. And I did mine a little higher than they show it because I felt like it was a little weak up at the top. So I brought it up higher and I like it better. That's just me. Okay, and then of course this little butterfly we're going to add like right there. So we just have 3 butterflies flying around. Remember the magic number 3? Yeah. I know, the brass butterflies are gorgeous, but not everybody has it, so I like to show this. Oh no, Anne, you're at the ER with your daughter. She, by the way, Anne is in Sweden, for those of you guys that don't know. Hurt her back really bad again. Glad to have you all as company. She gets really good drugs, so... Well, that's good. At least she's not in active pain because she's sleeping. But we will pray for her as well. If you want to pop her name up on there, Anne, that will help with everybody who's willing to pray. So for those of you wanting to pray for Anne's daughter, she's hurt her back again. I use brass butterflies on everything, Martha, everything. Y'all know me. I love my butterflies. So isn't this a beautiful card? I love this card. I think it's so, they're all gorgeous, but like, I mean, they're beautiful, but that's really pretty. Okay, number 3, moving on right here. So number 3, we are going to, again, we've already done our sentiments, so this is really easy. Now, I do have one little thing I'm going to show you that's a little bit different than what they did. So they have you put an, what do you call it, on here, and put that on, and then it's not that easy, okay? So I'm going to show you, what I would do. So this is how I did mine. First of all, you want to get this going in the right direction. So the one that has more leaves on it is your up side, and you want to put it at an angle, okay? Then you're going to take your congratulations, and we're just going to add a little bit of adhesive right here in this part, right underneath the L, basically, between the two T's, okay? And we're going to stick that circular part right behind that section of our sentiment, okay? Now we're going to flip this over, and now we're going to add dimensionals. And again, if you want to use bigger dimensionals for this one, you totally can. But if you'd rather use, and I'm going to trap that little piece in there, if you'd rather use the small ones, of course you can do that too. So I trap those little pieces of this piece in there as well, and that just helps with stability. So I'm going to take those off, and now we're going to add that to, so you can add it to the center. It would still look good, but you might notice they bring it over a little bit to the right. If you've never looked at my my video I did on layout, I talk about like positioning, and so this is actually really pleasant to the eye to bring it over a little bit to one side. And then we're going to take this piece and it's going to go on here. So what we're going to do is we're going to again add 2 dimensionals, one to either side, and I'm going to use the little ones, of course, not my little half one there. So I'm going to use the little ones, and I'm going to put them all the way to the edge, as close as I can get. All right, and then again we're going to pop this on here, and I am going to overlap my congratulations piece a little bit, but I don't want to overlap the sentiment itself. So I am going over that white part just a little bit, but I can see all of the part that I stamped. So you are amazing. Oh my gosh, so cute. Now we're going to add those butterflies. Be careful, again, we've already put dimensionals here, so it has height, so be careful you don't get ink on your actual block, because it will transfer. So we're going to add 2 butterflies there, and our little single butterfly up here, and bam, there you go. Again, beautiful card, all as is. You could of course add the brass butterflies if you prefer. So gorgeous. So that is how to do all 3 cards as is for this beautiful Inked Occasions set. So if you, I'm going to just put this here. If you guys want to take pictures, you can. So if you want to make it as is, you can totally do that. Keep in mind that your stamp set, of course, can be used over and over and over again. And if you get the coordinating dies, you can use these over and over again to make more cards with those leftover backs that you're going to save from doing the fronts of your cards to make alternatives with. So let's talk about that, because we're going to do some alternatives. Whoops, I'm sorry. Let you guys take a picture of that. Okay. So did you guys like this kit or what? Is it not beautiful? I mean, like, I love this. I would buy a million of these. I'm really hoping that they have some leftovers, but I don't know. Okay, let's see. Oh, is it Moya? Is that how you say it, Anne? Is it Moya or Moa? I'm thinking it's probably Moya, but I could be wrong. I'm probably botching it. I think everybody loves the brass butterflies, right? Like, is there anyone that doesn't like the brass butterflies? Really? Like, I mean, they're gorgeous. Okay, so let's go for the alternatives. You guys ready? Here we go. I'm going to move this out of the way. And move that out of the way. Sorry, I got to move a couple things just so it's all cleared up. Okay. I know, right? They're beautiful. They're gorgeous cards. Oh, definitely order the dies. You will love them. They're beautiful. I get all the dies. So I will tell you that there are dies every quarter for Paper Pumpkin, and I'm like, collect them all, right? because many of them have words in them, like this one for this quarter, which has hugs. So we had, the spring one didn't have a word, but it does have a sentiment piece, just like this one does. That was spring is in the air. Here they are. And then the Merry Christmas one from fourth quarter had a tag and like a little fern piece, and then Merry, which is really nice. They're very versatile, you guys. And then the one before that was the Every Celebration, and that one has Hooray, a leaf. This does go with one of the stamp sets, and these two pieces go with the stamp sets. But most of these dies are standalone. Like, I absolutely love the little bee and the honeycomb because it goes with all of our other bee stuff, which is super cute. And then the heart is a double heart, so you get the inside piece plus the outside border. So yeah, I love these, and I think these are the only 4 that are still available at this time. I could be wrong, so don't hold me to that. If someone else knows and wants to put it up there, please do. But this is the one for this quarter. You, as long as they're available and you are a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, you can pick these up for just $12 each. It's a great price point and they're wonderful. So I super love them. Okay, so moving on, let's do alternatives. I'm going to start with my layout. I had so there's not a y sound in there, and it's just moa, moa, moa. Oof, I'm not sure how you're saying that. Let me say, is it moa? If I'm wrong, just tell me no, and I'll try a different version. How about that? Okay, so here we go. So here is my layout for this. I like how it turned out. I hope you guys like it too. Okay, so I did use one of the envelopes for this piece here. So this is for my journaling. Of course, you could do a picture there as well, but that's for my journaling. You can see here that I added 3 butterflies. This is from, and I haven't even put them back in here. This is from the Beautiful Butterflies. Let me put them back. It's this size, the little ones. It's from the Beautiful Butterflies dies, and it has a little body and the butterflies. And so here, it's a great die set. It has a ton of butterflies. So I did use the little ones, and I cut those out of the gold textured metallic paper, which has 3 different colors, and one of them is gold. And so I used that to make some bigger butterflies. I also used our open weave trim, the gold. This is like the old silver, if you guys remember that we had. It's like a net. It's so pretty. And I used that on this piece of paper down here. And of course, this is just cardstock that I added to it. And then of course we have a card front, and a card front here. These are just pieces of cardstock in the colors that are part of the whole theme. And then of course you can see I matted all of these as well. This gold piece is from the actual set, but the little flowers, in case you want to know, you could use any flowers you have, but I cut out a few from this Happy Hibiscus hybrid. Just something small that I could put there. And then over here, whatever letters you have spring. And you can see I just put this at the top of this piece because I'll put a photo here. But I just loved the way that that turned out. I think it's really cute. So yeah, this is, and then of course I added the butterflies, and I added some of the, when I say butterflies, I mean the brass butterflies. And I added some of the iridescent foil gems also, because this has like gold kind of iridescent glitter in it. Well, it's technically foil, but anyway, so that really goes nicely with it too. And I think it's super cute. Yeah. So turned out nice, right? So there's my layout. And a lot of times people who are only, who are not only card makers think, well, I don't want to get the boxes because I like to scrapbook. I do more scrapbooking than I do card making, or whatever the case might be. And I just want to remind you that it's actually really great for scrapbookers, because you can use the stuff in your scrapbooks, and then you have a really easy time making some gorgeous cards that you can make use of, because we all still send cards, even if we're not. For those, like I started as a scrapbooker. If card making is not your forte, it gives you the opportunity to make a few cards that are really beautiful. I use about, not always perfect, but about 1/3 of the kit. So one of each card, making the layout. And then I still have, you know, all the rest of the cards, which is usually around 6 that I can make. Now, in my case, because I cut them in half, I end up with more, right? But you can do whatever works for you. So since I used the front, basically I used half of those cards, and so that means I had these 3 backs left from that first set of cards that I used in the layout. So what did I do with those? Let me show you these 3 cards first. So I basically made essentially what was the equivalent of the original cards with those backings, just to kind of show you a little bit of a difference. So now that I've shown you that, let me show you what I'm talking about. So here's the original card, and you can see this has the actual frame in it, but I used that part on the layout. So this is the back, and I still used it with this piece, but I cut it all down so it's on a pool party back, which might be hard to see on my glass mat, but there you go. So it's on a pool party back, but other than that, it's essentially the same card. Okay, and of course on the inside, I do have an insert piece, and I went ahead and added butterflies to all of my inserts because I thought that was super cute. If I put them on the outside of the card, I put them on the inside too. And I may end up adding those, I probably will, to the front of my envelopes as well if the card inside has the little butterflies. So, and I can do that at a later date. I don't have to do it right away. So that's my alternative to this one from using that back. Then we have let's do this one next. Then we have the hugs one. Okay, so here's my alternative. Whatever color you want to put back here, whether it's Highland Heather or Berry Burst or Flirty Flamingo or Peach Pie, which is what I used, it doesn't matter. As long as it's in the card, you could use any color as your card base, right? And so it's essentially the same card. It just brings it up a notch because it has that border. And it's the back of the card, so I'm using what I had left from that layout. Okay, so there's that one. And then finally we have, there's the original, and then I did this one in place of it. So again, these basically are the same, just on a card base and cut down to, I always cut the front part down to 4 by 5 1/4 usually when I do a card like this. So it's just a little bit different because it's on a colored card base, right? You can see that. Okay, so that's what I did with the back side of the ones I used from the layout. Okay, then let's see what else I made. Oh, before I go further, I still have 3 whole card bases left from my original kit, which means that these next cards I'm about to show you are all from 3 card bases, because I used 1 card base for the layout and the 3 cards I just showed you. Then I have this whole set that I haven't used. So I've only made 2/3 of my kit. Does that make sense to everybody? So I'm still going to have a lot of cards that I can make from this, because from this other third of a kit, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards already. And I have more ideas. So I'll try to do pictures when I finish making all of them. Okay, so here's one. I took the piece, let me grab the card, hold on. I took the piece from this card and I cut the little floral piece in half. So I basically cut it right here where this plant stopped and cut it there and just kind of shaped that. And I used this piece here on the black, and it gives this really fun like silhouette look. And of course I used my brass butterflies on this one. Isn't that sweet? And then you can put more butterflies on the inside if you want to. But I really loved that look. Because it just gives you that really pretty silhouette look. Okay, and then the other half of it I used here on this one. So I took this back side of this card base, which is here, I flipped it on its side this way, and I used the other half of that floral piece in the corner. Super easy to do, and then added the hugs and some butterflies, or you could stamp the butterflies, either way, okay? So that's what that one ended up as. Okay, then let's, oops, sorry. Try not to mess up my cards here. Okay, then I took this card, is it that one? Yeah, I took this card base and I cut it in half the card back, basically. And I cut it in half, and I got these two pieces. Now, this one barely had any Balmy Blue in it, or rather Pool Party in it, so I focused on a different color for these pieces. And then on this one, I'm not a huge pink person, so I went ahead and grabbed the blue and the purple for that one. And as you can see, I used purple ink here too. This is the Highland Heather ink. So I added a butterfly in gold, and then some of the little brass butterflies on top of that. Try to get that to shine for you so you can see all of the foilness of it. Isn't that beautiful? And with the foil in this paper, it's just so gorgeous. By the way, if you don't know how to do this technique yourself, I can show you how. I've done it before. I do have a video where I showed doing that. It's super fun. Okay, so that's that one. Then we have this card front, and I took that and did this with it. So what this is, in case you're wanting to know, it is a 1-inch piece, 1, 2, 3. So it left this center section that's white, basically. So I cut that, and then I cut a white piece that is 3.5 by 4.5 here, and then another 3.5 by 4.5 black piece to shadow it. And I cut from my die set the hugs, and then I did the butterfly again with that one. I love the butterflies, so that's what I did, and then added the brass butterflies as well. So I've got 5 butterflies on there total. So that's that one. Then we have the other side of this card that I used, and I cut that one. So basically what I did here is I cut a piece that is, what was that, 2.5, oh, sorry, I can't remember. I'm going to tell you so that you know. 2.5, yeah, it's 2.5 wide, and then a piece that was 1 inch wide from this card. You're going to have a piece left over, but it cuts, you know, a pretty good portion of that. I left out the middle because it had that peach pie in it, so I didn't do that part, but you could, of course, if you wanted to. And then that left a 1/2 inch by 1 inch slot here and a 1/2 inch by 2.5 here. So this became a place for my sentiment. And then I added that hugs sentiment on there as well. Isn't that cool? I love that. All right. Now the center section of this piece that was left after I made this card is right here. Isn't that cool? So I just added a layer back here that I ran through the plaid embossing folder. I cut this piece in half and did one on the top, one on the bottom, and added some butterflies, and that's it. Isn't that cute? And stamped right on this piece. Okay, and then we have the piece from, let's see, hold on. Yeah. Okay, the piece from the center of this piece, so you'll recall I used parts of it on this one. The other part, the center part, is here on this one, and I went ahead and tore the very edge of it, and I did 2 different embossing folders. So we have this piece that's behind here, and then 2 other pieces. You could either do a full piece behind it, or you could do sections, which I just did sections. So some different embossing folders. I have the plaid here, and the other one is a brand new one that is called, it's actually a set of 2. It's called Glass and Gardens, and it has this beautiful kind of flower arrangement type looking thing. Well, I don't know what to call that. Anyway, it's got a bunch of flowers, and so I put that there. And I cut out the hugs in gold for this one. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, I love it. Okay. And then finally, I had one last piece, one back. I had the back of this card. And so I just took that and put it on one of the colors. In this case, it's the berry, the berry burst. And then I added my sentiment in 2 colors that are on here, Berry Burst and Highland Heather, and added some sentiments, and that was it. So it's very plain, but very beautiful. So you could even come in here and add some glimmer with your Wink of Stella pen if you wanted to. I just haven't, but that would be a fun way to play around with this as well. So isn't that gorgeous? I mean, simple, but really beautiful. And like I said, I have a ton of cards from doing that. We have a layout plus all these cards. 1, 2, oops, that one's upside down. Whoops, I'm having issues. Okay. Hold please. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 cards I made from the back half of the ones I used on my layout and the other set. And I still have 3 whole card bases that I can make more cards with. So yes, I don't have all the little other pieces, but because you can use other dies and things like that alongside, you have plenty of stuff. Also, I still have a bunch of the extra pieces for sentiments that I'll be able to use. And as you can see, because I have this habit of cutting pieces down to create a border, I end up with all these strips of the designer series paper, and then I can make a strip card, which this is going to be super gorgeous. So I'm looking forward to doing that when I'm done with all of the pieces. I'll be able to sit and make some strip cards with that. If you've never done a strip card, they're super fun. So basically just make a background with alternating different strips in it. And you can use some, cardstock alongside these in solid colors if you want, or other coordinating papers. So really beautiful to make a background out of those. Or you can make a shape. Check out some of my other videos, you'll see those. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed all of these alternatives. If you have any questions, feel free to pop them up here, or of course you can always text me as well. It's humid, Jeffrey says. I'm sorry. Yes, this set is beautiful. It is absolutely gorgeous. I love it. It is probably one of my favorite paper pumpkins in a long time, though I have loved many of them. I mean, I love almost all of them, to be honest, but this one's beautiful. Like, it is way up there as far as I'm concerned. I don't know. I think I just really love the alcohol blend look. This is a technique that you can actually do. You can do this on vellum or acetate or special alcohol ink paper. And so I've done this technique before. I've even added the gold foiling to it, which is super fun. And you get these just gorgeous, they're all different, you know, and you get these beautiful designs. And so you guys can check out that video. I'll try to post it. I'll try to connect it to this video so you guys can check it out if you want to, if I can find it to add to this video. So I'll try and do that for you guys. But yeah, this is a beautiful set. So I will tell you that like I said, I don't know if there's going to be any extras for the Paper Pumpkin extra, you know, refill release, but hopefully cross your fingers. Hopefully there will be. If there are, they're going to go fast. So I will try to post, if they do become available, I'll try to post on my Facebook page to remind you guys that they are available in case you want them. Okay. That is all of it, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. Don't go anywhere, though. I'm going to do quick announcements, and then we'll do the drawing for free stuff. If you haven't commented already, do it now so you can get your entry into the drawing, because you don't want to miss out on that. Okay. I'm going to get a sip of tea. Hold on. Oh, it's okay, Sandy. It happens. It totally happens. I understand. Okay, quick reminder for everybody. The June card class closes on the 7th. So you have 4 more days to sign up for this if you haven't already. And to sign up for my events, all you need to do is text me. If you haven't signed up for the paper share, I'm going to go ahead and take a few more submissions today. I have 2 spots left. So if anybody wants that, you need to call me today, or text me today rather, and let me know you want it if you want the paper share, because I have 2 spots left. Okay, so this is the June card class. It is the Party Piggy. So cute. This stamp set is in our online exclusives. Really adorable. Of course, has the 2 pieces for the pig and the other party stuff, including the cute little confetti and then some adorable sentiments. I love the font in this set. Anybody else? Love it. drummer's not available today due to weather. You're so funny. And of course, a couple of the sentiments are punny, which I love. And of course, you can get the add-on die set if you want it, which includes a little circle for the belly, so you can make the really cool shaker cards. So I'm going to show you that in just a second here. So there are special shaker domes, and we have a beautiful new shaker mix. Let me show it to you. It's so cute. I've got hiccups, you guys. So we have these, this amazing new shaker mix that's so pretty that we'll be using in that. Oh my gosh, I love this shaker mix. And then also we have the box of the little circle domes that you can purchase as well. But let me show you these projects. Okay, so this is the first card we'll be making. Oops, I lost one of my little shaker bits. This has all 5 of the new in colors on this card. I thought that would be super fun for you guys. So let's party. Love the party piggy. We've also got the happy birthday to you, and he's got his little hat. Isn't that cute? Oh my gosh. He's so funny. He's so cute. And then we've got the I am so proud of you. Whee! Yay! And then finally, what's shaking bacon with the little tummy? Isn't that absolutely hilarious? I love it. So cute. I probably put more stuff in that one than was necessary, but boy, do I love it. I love shaker cards. They make me happy. It's like glitter and not glitter. It's like the best of both worlds, because you don't get glitter on yourself, but you get to look at the fun glitter, which is really fun and it's so pretty. Okay, so if you guys would like to get this class from me, be sure to sign up in the next couple of days if you haven't already, or you'll miss out. And it's so cute. Also, I will tell you, I do a layout with all of my classes and clubs. So if you are interested in the add-on layout, you can get that. Just let me know when you sign up. Say, hey, I want the add-on layout too. You can also, of course, get the bundle or just the just the stamps, or you can get any of the inks that I recommend for this as well. Whatever you need, just let me know. So this is the absolutely hilarious add-on layout that I did for this one. And if you don't want yours to say ham it up, maybe you want it to say something else. Maybe you just want to say party or whatever. Just let me know. I'm happy to change the title for you. So, and I stuck to a 3-color palette for this one. We've got the brand new Strawberry Slush color, which is such a pretty color. It makes me think of strawberry daiquiris. I'm just saying, Strawberry Slush. That makes sense, right? Pretty in Pink, which is also a gorgeous pink that we brought back into the collection in our in colors, and I love it. And then another in color, so these are all 3 in colors. Another in color called Shy Shamrock, which is so beautiful with these pinks. I think this layout is stinking adorable. So I hope you guys will check it out. You can see I used some fun dies and embossing folders, all the things. I think it turned out pretty cute. So add that to your class when you sign up if you're interested. Okay, and just a quick reminder too, you do have time to sign up for this, but only till June 14th to sign up for the In Color Club. So if you are interested in getting all the things in those beautiful new in colors, here they are: Strawberry Slush, Timid Tiger, Darling Duckling, Cloud Cover, and Secret Sea. Beautiful colors. By the way, this color is magic. It goes with so many things. It's so beautiful. Anyway, if you want all the things in these 5 colors, join my In Color Club. It's awesome. So June, July, August, October, and November, you pay on the 14th of each of those months, and you're going to get everything in that color. So you'll get everything in Strawberry Slush in June, everything in Timid Tiger in July, etc. The everything is a full pack of 24 pages of cardstock, an ink pad, an ink refill, the blends combo, the Stampin' Right marker, the designer series paper, the faux linen ribbon, and a special card designed by me. It's a kit, and we'll put that together during a live. If you want to check out my lives from last year, you can kind of see what that's like. And for free, you're going to get, as a gift from me, a full pack of the 25-27 in color, what do they call, flat pearls. So beautiful. So that is a free gift from me when you do this club. Sign up by June 14th. Pay each of the 5 months. It's $66 plus shipping if I need to ship it to you. And it is a commitment, so because I do buy everything up front, well, not everything, but a lot of it I buy up front, so you need to make sure that you are committed to it. Also, for those of you that are demonstrators, maybe you've already purchased all the things, but you want my card kits, you can get just the card kits for $15 plus $5 if I need to ship it to you, but you have to have the things, because if you don't have the ink and the cardstock and that stuff, you won't be able to complete the card kits. Also, if you have all the things, and you want to make everything yourself, you don't want my card kits, then you could just get the PDF. That's an option as well. So I do have this for those of you that, especially like demonstrators that have all the things already. And I understand that, but you want to be a part of it, you can still do that too. Okay. Last but not least, if you would like to receive my calendar, my creative inspiration calendar, totally for free, as a free gift from me for joining my email list, which, by the way, is basically the only thing you ever get from me. I don't like email. I hate it. All you have to do is text me your email address, and I'll be happy to add you to my mail. I send this calendar out on or around the 25th of every month. It includes all of my Facebook Lives, so you know what is coming your way via live. Like, for instance, the 6th is going to be our new catalog walkthrough. How many of you are chomping at the bit to go through the new catalog? I can't wait. So that is on Tuesday at 6 p.m. It's a little bit different time for me, but that's when I usually do it. That way people usually can hit it after work too. But it has all of my Facebook Lives on here that are scheduled. Sometimes I have impromptus. It does not have my Tip Tuesdays. I will tell you that. It only has my big long videos. And then all the other days have a creative prompt on them, so you can do something creative every day. And of course, I try to make them cute. Has all my info about my Facebook Lives and my contact information. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, etc., please don't ever hesitate to text me. I am always here to help. Okay, so that is all of the announcements, which means it is now time for the prize drawing. So if I can get a drum roll, I will put some goodies out here. You need a nap? What do you need a nap for? No, that's not a suggestion for you, honey. My husband just went, ooh, a nap. No naps for you. I'm going to be a slave driver. My parents are coming into town next week, so we have a lot to do to get ready for that. So no naps. Thank you for the drum roll. Okay, so I'm going to put some goodies out here. Okay, we have the inked occasions. I'm going to push this up to the top so I can use some of my space on my... So this is the stamp set we just used. This is the inked occasions paper pumpkin. Honey, the door just opened. The April paper pumpkin stamp set. This is a brand new one. It is not the one I used. Also, we have a couple of papers. So I've got the Most Adored. This is a retired paper, so you can't buy it anymore. At least I don't think you can. Does anybody know? I don't know. I don't think that it's available anymore. Anyway, this is awesome. This has got white and foil on each side, on the front side, and then like pinks and reds on the other side. It's really pretty. And then we've got the Melon Mambo and Granny Apple Green foil, which is awesome. There's 4 sheets in this sample pack, 2 of each color. Awesome. Also, I have the Love of Spring dies. So this is the one that, this is not for this quarter. This is a separate, this was like a year ago, but I have some of these left over. So we have that available, but you'll get it like this. Okay. It doesn't look like this. It doesn't come in the little sleeve. It just comes like this, and you guys can do what you want with it. Cause not everybody uses these sleeves. Those are mine. That's my set. So anyway, we have the Love of Spring dies. We also have D-size blocks. Pick 4 ink spots. If you choose this, I'll send you the list of all the colors I have available. And we also have the really cool gold holly leaves. These are a fabric embellishment with the gold thread going through them. So beautiful. And of course, the Little Chiseler. Not a Stampin' Up! Product. I buy these in bulk from the Little Chiseler company and pass that savings on to all of you. So if you ever want to buy one, they're just $2, or you can get them free in my drawing. We are going to do one drawing live and one next week. And I'm going to grab this one from last week, and we're going to draw that one today as well. This is from the, what was it? Oh, I've already forgotten. This was, I looked it up earlier. Oh, it's from the kit collection video. We did that paper bouquet video, so, which, no, I have not finished. I haven't had time. I've been so busy, y'all. So I'm going to take the, if you haven't commented yet, do it quick. You've only got a few more seconds. Okay, I'm going to add this link to the random Facebook comment picker, which is going to do my drawing for me. I am getting all the comments. I hope you've commented. All right, here we go. And I'm going to hit start. And our winner is Phyllis. Congratulations. Please pick a prize, Phyllis, and put it in the comments. And then I'm going to go over here to my live tab, which will get me to all of my previous live videos, so I can grab last week's. Where is it? Where are you? What did I say we did last week? Why don't I see it here? I'm confused. Oh, it was the kit collection. That's right. Okay. Whew, about lost it there. Okay, so it's actually a two-part video, so this is going to be mildly unfair. I'm sorry about that, but it's not loading. Come on, load. Load, load, load. Facebook's having issues. Let's try that again. One more time here. See if I can get it to, no, it's being silly. Sorry, bear with me. Technical difficulties. It's not being smart. It's being difficult. You would think with them deleting videos that it would get better, but I feel like it's getting worse. Okay. Just saying. Okay. Where is all of the comments? Why is it doing that? Y'all, okay, there it goes. No, I'm having to do the old-fashioned style of getting all the comments to pop up because it's not. That is so weird. Okay, so I'm going to take this video and I'm going to pop that link in the random Facebook comment picker and get all the comments and hit start. And our winner for last week is Jennifer Tawana. So congratulations to Jennifer Tawana. I don't think she's on today. I didn't see her name. That doesn't mean she's not. I might have missed it. But if you are on, congrats. Please pick a prize and put it in the comments. Okay, let's see. So Phyllis would like the dies. So those are yours. Okay. I am so glad you guys joined me today. I hope you will join me tomorrow. We are going to be doing a mystery stamping tomorrow. I need all of you there, okay? Because mystery stamping is best when we have lots of people joining in to participate because it's an interactive video. You guys have to, like, vote on things. So if you're not there, then it's much harder for me. So please be there or be square. No, I'm just kidding. So tomorrow, Sunday at 2 p.m. Central Time, whatever that is for you, I hope you will join us for mystery stamping using some of the new online exclusives. Very excited. They are going to be available on the 6th along with the release for the new annual catalog. Can't wait. How many of you are on pins and needles? Oh my gosh, I cannot wait. Tuesday could not come fast enough, right? So anyway, thank you for joining me today. I hope you guys have a really great day. If you're watching this as a replay later, thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And I will see you guys soon. God bless.